morning, two ladies. My name is Assassin, and welcome back to some more Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker, where we are going to be continuing with the main story. And we have to, I think, speak with Emilian, or Ahmed, or however you say his name. So yeah. I was trying to get, like, Sage, because I'm trying to level Sage, but I wanted to try and do a little bit of Sage before I started recording this episode, but I still need I still need one more level, and I don't really feel like going through all the what's it called, because I'm trying to also do White Mage and stuff. So we're just gonna have to do Paladin this episode. Hopefully have Sage maybe done next episode. There's been a lot of leveling off camera, so yeah. Oh yeah, so also probably mention where I don't think I can go up that run. We're now in Garlemald. We just got here last episode, which is really pretty cool. Really snowy. A lot more snowy than I imagined Garlemald would be. I don't know how I imagined it would be, but I don't know. Oh, you guys are up here. I was like, where the hell are you? Hi. What were we looking for? They're like dead. I don't know. Man, really feels like Ishgard all over again. I spy with my little telescope. A massive sheep thing. Or maybe it's a cow. Not what we're after either way. Is that an aether current? Oh no, just aether current where? Wind sprite. Other than that, it's all snow. Snow, snow, snow. But lo, what do I see over yon hillock? What? There's no mistaking it, that's a girl. Huh? A survivor, show me. Give me that telescope. Over there, behind that tree, it looks like she's running away from something, though. Surely not. She wouldn't even have nowhere here unless she had a telescope like mine. All I can tell is that she's wearing a pale green dress, a rather fetching one at that. She'll be long gone by the time we get anywhere near, but we should be able to follow her footprints. I'll let Lucia know where you're heading. Oh, and take these warming trinkets with you. What? The poor girl must be chilled to the bone, if not on the verge of freezing to death. That's actually very thoughtful, thank you, but won't you need some for yourself? No, I'll be fine. As a man of chivalry, my honor demands I do no less, and lest we forget the very reason we are here is to protect those in need. Now go, Godspeed. Man, that's a big sheep. Is that like an ox or something? I don't know. Big doll. Big doll, big sheep. Alright, what do we got over here? Oh yeah, that looks like a perfectly a trail of fresh footprints lead east. Oh, what? This way? I'm just following the glow sparkly footprints. Oh yeah, feel that ground, feel that snow. Yep, smells like snow. These footprints appear to be the ones you saw previously in lines. Alright, that's really good. Stick without it. Alright. We're getting closer, I'm sure of it. At first we thought she'd gone inside the building, but the door doesn't look to have opened in some time. She might still be nearby, so we'll keep looking around here. Then again, it's possible that she ran right past this place. Would you mind searching up ahead? Seems to be nothing here. I really like the soundtrack in this expansion. Again, Shadowbringers was cool. It was like all heavy metal and stuff, but this one just seems like a lot more calmer and nicer. The calm before the snowstorm. The girl in the green dress anxiously surveys her surroundings. Were you to call out to her friend it is, and it might try wild beast to your location. It would be safer to get closer first. What you must do so without drawing her attention. I mean, wouldn't yelling at her as well. Like, I didn't get to read that. The appearance of yellow turning indicates signify that she will detect you without turning around and make use of. Are we really doing stealth? Similarly, a circular area indicator signifies that you will be detected following too closely. Did you fail to complete the objective, you may try to return. They really added, honestly, that's great. They really add like a bunch of different mechanics in Endwalker. It's just sad that I was still stuck on Heaven's Ward at the time. At least we get to experience them now. What am I supposed to? I completely like forgot what I skipped over half of it because I didn't know. Okay, she won't notice me if I hide behind here, right? I swear to God, you say some bullshit like stay away. Okay. So I just gotta, it's basically a trail mission from like GTA. Oh, she's walking slowly. This is awkward. Can you speed it up? There's like a lot of stuff out here that could, I mean, it wouldn't kill me. I'm not scared. It's more like kill you. This is bad. Should I hide behind the tree? Hide behind the tree. No. Fuck off. Yeah, you're imagining things. You're just crazy. It's just the wind. Obviously, we're in the snow. Oh, and that's just pretty over here. How far do I gotta follow this lady? Uh-oh. Hide behind the rock. Hide behind the big rock. No one's here. If those beasts spot me, I'm done for. Yeah, you should hurry to your destination and actually stop fucking stopping. I am so screwed. No, you don't see anything. Are you going to that house over there? At the top of the hill? Oh, like, I should just get on my chocobo. Oh my God, you take so long. No one's here! No one's here! You don't say anything! This is it, the final spurt. Be a shame if someone out there heard me. This is the final stop. Just hide behind the walls. Are you gonna turn around? Oh, don't turn around, don't turn around, don't turn around, don't turn around. Don't attack me, don't attack me, don't attack me, don't attack me. I'm here. Hi. Dude, here comes, that was a fucking duty, are you serious? Phew, so, what the fuck? Hi. Hey, you okay? You want a sandwich? Who are you? Stay back. This house is packed with explosives. Take another step and I'll let us play sky high. Phew, we just want, or please, we just want to talk. I'm Alphanaut. This is my sister Alize. We are the Silence of the Seventh Dawn, and our good friend Kumi. We have no intention of hurting you and taking you from anyone, or taking you, or anyone else. I give you my word. We and our comrades have come to provide aid to the people of Garlemald. Aid? You savages are the ones responsible for this. You did this to us. We didn't, I promise you. One of the other reasons we came was to find out what happened here. In fact, to tell our first the blame, or ones to blame, are the ones who laid waste to Garlemald, and they won't stop until they've destroyed the entire world, and their enemy, they're the enemy, our enemy. On our way, we encountered Imperial soldiers who had been made their thralls. Those poor souls are now in our care, and we are striving to cure them of their affliction. You're the first person we've met who wasn't already enslaved. How were you able to escape the Tellerfor's influence? Are there any others like you? I'm sorry, I don't mean to overwhelm you. Let's start with introductions. Can you tell me your name? My name is Lucy. Too many girls with the name L. Lucinda. This one's she's Lucinda. As for how I've managed to stay sane, I've been asking myself the same question ever since that night and the roar, that terrible roar, and then the screams I was screaming too. I think, I'm not sure, I can't remember. That's a big garland. Then came the silence, everything was still. It was like waking from a nightmare. I thought that maybe the fighting had stopped, but I stepped in outside. If your hells are real, What? If your hells are real, I saw one that day. Whatever. I ran past our friends, people I known all my life, eyes vacant, dead, staring at the sky. Others were mad and violent. I saw them struggle with soldiers, but didn't stay to watch. I fled as far as my legs would take me. Do you have family here? Is this their home? No, I'm just staying here. No, this is Victor Spoils, a mansion for retired soldiers, or it was, but now me and me. This is so stupid. But now me and my me. If you didn't know, it's me and my me. And a few others borrowing it. As for the explosives, I was making that up. I just wanted everyone else safe, and I didn't know if you were. The truth is, our supplies are running low. You said you're here to help, can't you? Of course, whatever assistance we can provide, we will. Thank you. I'd better tell the others first, though. Wait here. Bro, reading it, like, I swear, I feel like some of the dialogue was wrong, but whatever. This is everyone. Lucine. Why am I keep saying Lou? Lucina says you can be trusted, but these are desperate times. We'd be fools to let foreign troops into our home. I understand that you're here to provide us means of heating the place. As a sign of good plan, we can take you at your word. If that is too much to ask, then leave us be. Time to put my fire with gathering snow so you provide the spark with a little magic holiday. We'll have a fire burning in no time. May we build it under the gazebo. The what? Gaboze or whatever it's called. Oh, you mean the bower? Yes, that do as you will. What do I do? Hi. This is very awkward now. Oh, okay, quick. Is there music playing? Oh, they built a fire. Sorry, I'm still finding it hard to come to terms with all that's happened now that you're here. I'm hoping things might change for the better. You know, I've worked up quite a sweat from all that running about, so I'll leave a space around the fire for the others. As you can tell, they're in a far worse state than me. We're planning to look for somewhere warmer, or with some more food. But they're not going anywhere until we nurse them back to health. which I don't know how to say, or how to do. Is there anything you can do to help them? I don't know. What is that? Is that a, oh my god, they have a, I don't know. I can treat the fight in their wounds, but it will take some time for the fire to report. Now would be a good occasion to make use of many trinkets, the ones that can warm the body from the inside out. Would you make yourself, they said, would you make yourself useful? God, Kumi, would you fucking make yourself useful already and do something? Would you make sure everyone gets one? Okay. Here you go. The numbness is beginning to subside, though I suspect once the fire dies, it will turn towards vengeance. Oh, that's great. Here you go. Take whatever this is. Warming tree or I've never heard of such a thing. No harm in trying. But tell me, have you heard of out of the city though? Telling it that it seems absurd after what's happened. It's nothing but ruins now. The few buildings still standing offer no more than meager protection from wind and snow, food protection, water purification. The match deck that sustained us has come to a grinding halt. What machina that remains operational cannot be run for lack of ceruleum, of course. Ceruleum engines is full of the stuff. For all the good it does, no one here knows the first thing about extraction or refinement. Okay, take the damn thing. Here you go. Oh, what a sweet liberation, or liberation is this? Is it poison by any chance? Yep. Haha, 'twas a joke, ha 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 ha. If I laugh, 'tis that I may not weep, so said the poet, and alas, my tears would freeze on my cheek ere they fall. We are blessed, damned, to bear witness to the fall of the great empire while our brethren lie dead or live as puppets' flesh. First came the war, then came the roar. When morning came, Garlemald was no more, and a cacophony of gunfire, explosions and screams was our beloved capital razed to the ground. From the rubble rose the disheveled remnants, their lavish finery caked in ash, as they shuffled mindlessly towards the palace, each bearing a fragment of stone or metal, an offering perhaps to the architecture of destruction. A hopeful few tried to reason with the deranged, only to be beaten with their kindness. But I knew better than to plead with the horde. I fled with my health, if not my consciousness preserved. Now I wait with my fellow cowards of our final judgment. Our final days, if you will. What do you want? I don't know. Maybe this stuff. There you go. Might as well drink it, I suppose. I still have one more to give someone. Can you shut this god-awful radio off? No wonder you guys are starting to die. The music sucks. I mean, it's great. This is a radio. If you don't know where you come from, I take it. We need to listen to messages sent by others, even over great distances. There are different types. This model is by far the most popular, made quality components crafted with the finest ore. First from Locus Eminence, it is not all that useful. The capital fell in the ruin. People broadcasting for either fled or ended up like all the others, because all we've been hearing is the same music being played over and over again. Beyond the horizon, and a day to the brave men and women sent to reclaim our ancestral homeland of Locus Eminence. We may have founded an empire in these frozen wastes, but we always hope to take back what was once ours. 'Tis a solemn reminder that though we must suffer great hardships, better days will surely come. Beside everything, I believe that Emperor Varus yet lives, and that he speaks to us through our radio. It was a cunning tragedy, faking his murder. He must have foreseen this catastrophe and chosen to conceal himself. Maybe one day make his triumph return. Yes, I'm sure, but improv hours would not be defeated so easily. Yeah, about that. Also, if I have to keep voicing this, I'm gonna lose my mind. Yeah, it definitely is dark. They were not kidding when they said it's gonna take a dark turn. Holy shit. What's that? Shinker or whatever. Whatever, I don't know. So this is what you gave the others. Thank you, I'll save it for later. Actually, I have a few things to ask you. Are you part of the group staying in Lettrum? I saw Legatus Virgil's troops heading toward the Magna Gracies a few days ago. Are they the ones you encountered? Maybe. Camp Broken Glass, you call it, and Virgilia and her men are all there now. So how did you reach the Magna Glacies? Did you come across the mountains on foot? Well, actually, we had a caravan to take us all the way. Airships, then there might be a way too. Not Lou. Lee Senior. Where is everyone? Is something the matter? Did you kidnap someone? A voice from inside. You must be imagining everyone's out here. Perhaps a baby, Masty has found its way to the house. It wouldn't be the first time. Without the soldiers to scare them off, wild animals have been roaming close to the settlement. Some have been known to attack people too. I just had an idea. If you and yours are strong enough to defeat the Gators, then surely a few beasts shouldn't pose a threat. If you have a mind to continue helping us, perhaps you could help to head to the other side of the lake. There's a small group of tappers living there. People whose job was to research ceruleum. They still do, from what we can tell. I've already tried asking if they would share their fuel with us, but they're not willing to give it away. They want food in exchange, lots of food, and that's something we don't have to and can't get on our own. On top of that, to even reach our den, we'd have to make our way past all those creatures. Would you be willing to go in our place? We only need enough ceruleum to last us until the others are strong enough to travel to your camp. If the offer still stands, that is. Oh, and I don't expect you to go over your own supplies, but there might be another way to pay it up. If ceruleum's what you need, you best watch out for a baby on the follow your way. Yeah, it's okay. I'll go to the other side of the lake. Yes, of course. If I see any, I'll be sure to shoot them away. To reach Tapper's Den, you'll have to cross the lake. The ice is thick enough to support a person's weight, but if you'd rather not take the you'll need to take the long way around. Finding the entrance can be a bit tricky too. So it's easier to just look for someone standing guard outside. However, he's decided to please be careful. I'm gonna get back at Alphanod and out there, gonna be like tied up and like strung over the edge of a cliff or something. Being like, you actually thought that we were, what's it called? We were just tricking you to take all your supplies. And be like, well, damn, they really got us, didn't they? Hey, you guys the bad guys? Do I gotta beat the shit out of you? Who goes there? How'd you find us? The person back there, she told me you were bad. What do you mean I stand out like a sore thumb? If the pure blood's over at Victor Spoils hadn't given away our location, you'd have never found it. Those stuck up arseholes, they could waltzing in here, demanding surrounding, knitting off every time. It looks like the boots on the other foot now. Capital's gone to shite. So they've resorted to sending you to negotiate. I know your game. So sorry if you think we're gonna give it into intimidation, they've got another thing coming. Oh, well, guess you gotta die then. Man, I'm just a messenger. You never attack the messenger. Otherwise, you're gonna get your ass handed to you. by my super cool shiny forest field. It looks so cool. Man, I love this forest field. Am I dead yet? No, not yet. Okay. Hi, you guys want to fight too? I'll fight all of you. There you are. Oh, they didn't kidnap you. Just after you left, this scene asked me to go and catch up in case you needed a hand. Someone must have let that slip by a little experience. Wait, did you mean we left Alpha not all alone? Again, they're probably not bad people, but considering they have someone else inside and they didn't mention that, I don't know who to trust. Transporting barrels of cerulean. So this tapper's then well then after you. Okay. I was gonna go in here regardless, but at least good to know I'm going here with someone else that had my back. Who are you? What happened to the guard? They're dead. I'd kill them. There wasn't rebels here to save the people of Garlemald. That doesn't make any goddamn sense. Why in the hell would you pass up this chance to put those Imperial bastards to the sword? Let me guess, Nami, you are Guardian. You were brought here from otherland. Grenier, Arbania, Yaxin, Boja, Domesca, to name but a few. Some dragged here against our will, others fed bollocks about a better life, all put to work extracting cerulean. All given this the esteemed title of and placing us firmly at the bottom of the ladder. But the old hierarchy means nothing in the new Garlemald, says we, about the only thing that secure more or less unscathed is Cerulia and engines still sustaining us even with our ping masters out of the picture. We hear you're experts in drawing up cerulean from the bottom of the lake, but how can you do that if it's frozen over? How wouldn't you like to know? Trade secret, I'm afraid. At any rate, it's not as if cerulean is used for much these days. The city in ruins. We take enough to power our heaters and save the surplus for later. And though it helps to stave off the cold, it does all about our hunger unless we can trade it away. Speaking of which, we should tell your contingent we got cerulean by the barrelful if they're interested, or exchange it for whatever provision they're willing to spare. You can certainly ask, but if you're all free to go now, why carry on living here? Free to go? Go where? Even if we manage to get back to our homeland, there'd be nothing left for us. Thanks to the Empire and the knowledge and skills we acquire here, the prefecture uses outside of Garlemald. We're saying for the time being, as long as there's a need for cerulean, we'll find a way to get by. Even if Garlemald, as we know it, is gone for good. Gone for good. Damn, the Telepro really fucked over Garlemald, didn't it? I mean, I get like the towers all like sprung out, but I didn't think how badly it was. Regardless of what that's probably the contingent does for the people of Garlemald, the Empire itself is already a thing in the past. For many, that would be a cause for celebration, while for others, their whole way of life will be turned upside down. After all the atrocities committed in the Empire's name, perhaps it is for the best that is consigned to history. But what ordinary people, their lives, their stories, should they be forgotten too? And I suppose there'll be plenty of time to ponder that later. For now, let's see about getting some cerulean. I got more pants, yay! So you come seeking cerulean, have you? Uh-huh. What, those purebloods up at Victor's Spoil sent you? To turn to their enemies for help, they must be more desperate. And I thought, and again, Lucine has got her little sister to think about. A sister, I only saw Sina and 3 men. It's possible she died from whatever was ailing her. If she needed treatment, There don't be a way, any way to get it right. I may have refused Lucina at first, but thinking she'd come back with something to exchange, but I could spare them a bottle worth of cerulean. Consider a reward for introducing me to the rest of your contingent. You should just send them my way, you hear? I can't for the life of me think what Lucina would keep her sister a secret from us. But we can ask about that after we deliver the cerulean. Come on, let's hurry about it. Oh, everyone's gone. This isn't right. It's too quiet. I would have thought Alphanon would still be treated on by the fire, but they're nowhere to be seen. I'll look inside this house while you search outside. They can't have gotten far. Maybe they're actually bad, but she has a little sister, so she pretends to be good. I don't know. Hi, other person. You like an Endwalker? Oh. The fuck happened here? You want to explain, Alphanon, how we were gone for 5 seconds and there's someone dead? They asked me to help carry supplies, but when I followed them back here, they attacked me. Caught me off guard, forced me to defend myself. I feared rather worse than me. You can't fool us, or we know what you're about. Vultures, that's what you are. Waiting in the wings for us to show weakness and swoop in. Yeah, help what rot all ploy to make us lower our guard. Let you in, put ourselves at your mercy, put us in chains, steal our land, get your revenge. You're wrong, that's what not what any of us want. Save the arguments for later, we got bigger problems. I found empty medicine bottles in a bed that was warm. It's true. Lucina was hiding her sick sister inside the house. But now there's no sign of either of them. Where are they? Where did they go? Away from you and yours, and if you think I'll tell you you're a fool, I'd never give up my people. We're trying to help them, you idiot. Her sister's ill, the empty bottles prove it. So the medicine ran out, or she put it in her pocket to make it easier to carry, or to avoid the sound of clinking glass. There are beasts everywhere, how could you let them go alone? To protect them from you. You invade our homeland, tainted with— Oh my god, they just keep repeating the same shit! Oh Jesus Christ! Taint with some sorcery, you used to slay our countrymen, and guardians should sooner die than or suffer the insult. Better for them to flee, to keep their purity intact, and be corrupted by your vile magic. We're waiting for the chance of freedom since the moment you arrived. What a fucking dumbass. This is getting us nowhere, I agree. I cannot say how Lucina and her sister will find them. We must go on without me, both of you. I need to attend to my injuries and theirs. I will join you in the search after. Alright, be careful. We'll do our best to find them quickly. There's only one path out of here. That's where we'll start. Cause like, you're evil, you're bad, you're gonna get them killed. But also we're gonna leave them freezing in the cold just so they could die either way. But at least they won't die by your hand. If they die, they'll die a guardian. 2 sets of fresh footprints, young woman judging by the sides. This is definitely them, come on. The trail stopped. I hate that noise, it stops at the frozen lake. Perhaps they chose this route so as not to leave footprint. I can't think of any other reason. Look at this place, it's crawling with beasts, and I can only imagine how hard it must be for her ailing sister to cross the ice. We could really do with Alphanon's help, but we can't afford to wait for him. Let's split up and look for clues. I love looking for clues. It's my favorite. Oh yeah, the Shiva Mountain is also my favorite. This is perfect. We're in the snow again as well. There's an empty bottle. The empty bottle smells faintly of alcohol. The thin coating of dirt indicates that it has been here for some time. Unlikely it has any connection to. Okay. Well, it's useless. Fuck. The wet paper, half buried in the snow, appears to be a flyer for a theater group, though the run of the show's advertising long since ended. Oh, but I wanted to see the show. You know, everything's fucked in the world potentially. Oh yeah, this is one of the new mounts I got. I say new. I did the Beast Tribe. It was again, it was introduced in Shadowbringers obviously, but it's a little porty. And then you could do like that now, and it was really cool. The story for the Beast Tribe is actually you have to build like your whole like fairy kingdom or what's it called? Because it's like all empty and you get to like add stuff, add more stuff and expand it, and it was really cool. Is this what I'm looking for? The blood staining the snow appears to be fresh, judging by the amount the victim may have been severely wounded. There's ourselves. Oh damn, we actually found a clue. Finally, I never thought I would be frozen in this ice tundra for years. Oh damn, you're dead. Who could have prevented that? That's crazy. Almost if it's like you should have just like not been asked. I get they were scared, but like still. The two bodies are already cool. Holy shit. Oh my god. You know, they weren't kidding. They were not kidding. Like, I thought Shadowbringers was like the darkest it could have been. But like this is like, fuck, you know? Like when they said it was dark, I thought it would be like near the end, like people would start dying, but no, it's like hard shit. They dead.
Blood trail. We found one. They were attacked. No.
Yeah, they did.
Why wouldn't they?
They're Garleans. Also, this is
Safer to brave the wilds than trust in our magic. We should have. I should have.
Technically, I'm a white mage. I could do a raise spell if I was given the opportunity, but I can't do that. So, just saying.
We can't leave them like this. We have to take them home.
What if we're only making it worse?
I wonder if that song actually has like a deeper meaning. Like the one that's playing right now. Cause it's like, it's playing everywhere. It's even playing here in the sand. So like, I wonder if like there's like, I don't know, like a hidden text behind it being like, you've abandoned everything or something, I don't know.
Maybe we don't belong here, but neither do they. Not out here in the wind and the cold.
Like, it sounds like it would, like, have, like, it's like a hidden song with, like, a darker meaning. Maybe I'm just looking too far into it. Like, why is it still there?
I heard the story about Varus's voice from beyond the grave.
Oh.
Of course, I didn't believe it. But Licinia and her sister did. Perhaps there is something to the tale after all.
Licinia.
I want to understand. So I'm going to borrow this for a while, if that's all right.
Please don't carry it around with you. Oh my god.
You had every reason not to trust us. We came as trespassers, invaders. But I pray that in time, we will be more than that to you. That we will find a way to help your loved ones. And see that no more children are left to freeze alone in the snow.
Man, can we go back to Aurora's? Yeah, everything was like nicer there. Now I'm just very sad out here. There must have been something we could have done, but what? Should we have never come here? What if they would still be alive if we hadn't? Probably not. I mean, they would probably freeze either way, even without the kid needs a relief. We have already caused enough harm here. Let us return to the camp before we cause any more. As for those inside the house, we should send someone to take care of them. Someone who isn't us. All we can do for now is make our report to Lucia. Do everything in our power to prevent further tragedy. So let us linger here no more. Come. Yeah. Okay. Camp Broken Glass. Now it makes sense. Camp Broken Glass. Everything's breaking around us. This expansion is like a broken glass. Hey guys. We're back. As they now tell me they have finished their preliminary search for survivors, but refrain from saying much more than that. Clearly they are reluctant to provide details. Might ask for your account. So, bit of stuff kind of happened while we were away, and some people may have died.
Thank you for your report.
You're welcome.
We shall inform the troops of these developments and instruct them to proceed with the utmost caution should they encounter any survivors.
Allow me to go and speak with the ones at the victor's spoils. They may be more willing to listen to a fellow Garlean and accept our offer of assistance.
Yeah, why didn't we bring Maxima with us instead of going by ourselves? I don't know. Maybe he had something else to do.
I pray you are right. And though I am loath to burden you any further, should there be an appropriate occasion to speak of Licinia and her sister, please do so.
I am sorry to have put you through this.
I wish I was a sage right now. Sorry, now's a bad time, I know, but...
My distress is nothing compared to their suffering. So tell me, what else have we learned?
As you may have already heard, we have succeeded in curing the members of the Populares, Maxima identified. They have provided us with some intriguing insights into the current state of Garlemald. The assassination of Emperor Varus was the catalyst for the civil war. Nerva declared his claim to the throne, and his opponents refused to recognize it. Fighting broke out in the capital, where Nerva's 3rd Legion clashed with the 1st, who remained loyal to Varus even after his death.
Of course, even Imperial warmongers would balk at the idea of turning their shining city into a battleground. Like burning down the wood to spite the wasps. Neither side would be so mad. Unless something or someone inflamed their animosity to such an extent that they could not help but act against their better judgment.
It brings to mind events of the Gimlet Dark, does it not? The Emperor's sudden withdrawal from the front lines, specifically. Nerva and his father, Titus, Varus's then political rival, took advantage of rumors that Crown Prince Xenos had been possessed by a demon.
Elidibus, what better way to disparage your enemies than with the truth, or a close enough approximation?
Indeed. But before their accusations could be substantiated, many of Titus's followers were silenced. While some were merely stripped of their status, others died under curious circumstances. One after another, suddenly and suspiciously.
Again, Elidibus. Like as not, he had a hand in it. No evidence was found to implicate Varus, certainly. Nevertheless, Titus, Nerva, and the Third Legion would have judged it a brazen attempt by the Emperor to rid himself of his political enemies. And then, in the midst of this growing turmoil, Varus Sosgalvis is murdered. And Garlemald's own prodigal son, Gaius van Belsar, is named the murderer. Shortly thereafter, Nerva claims the right of succession, and in response, the First Legion claims the assassination was part of a coup d'etat orchestrated by Titus and Nerva.
So no one is at fault, and everyone else is to blame.
I should add that both parties received substantial financial backing, presumably to provide them with the means and encouragement to pursue a swift victory, and that these contributions came from the self-same benefactor.
I'd heard House Brutus had been filling the Third Legion's coffers, but the First as well.
It would seem so. Though the Populares determined that the First Legion received funds from a variety of organizations, all had connections to House Brutus.
So Fandaniel, in the guise of Asahi, was playing both sides against each other the entire time.
The information we gained from my friends does not end there. One night, shortly after fighting broke out, the capital was shaken by an immense tremor. From that point onward, they have no memories, no recollection of any events, including our clash on the Magna Glaciers. But when asked about the Imperial Palace and its bizarre transformation, they somehow recall Emperor Varus giving them orders in their dreams. May the Tower of Babel stand as testament to the glory of Garlemald.
This sounds awfully familiar.
We have something to show you all.
Is it the radio? Oh, it's the fucking
Varus spoke to them through this radio. Perhaps it was a recording, but if not, that would be inexplicable.
We are of one mind, then.
The ether that permeates the ore used in this device is almost identical to that of the talismans.
I see it. While it is likely more by coincidence than design, these devices might also ward against a primal's influence. A picture is beginning to form. If the tremor felt throughout Garlemald was a wave of ether emitted by a primal, then while those within range would have been tempered, those huddled around a radio desperate for news concerning the Civil War would have been spared.
No wonder Licinia kept it close.
My friends! I must speak with you!
What now?
A young man was caught trying to steal our supplies. He is a soldier of the Iron Men, we think, but one who has not been made thrall. Thankfully, Magni restrained him before blood was spilled. The stranger is outside, if you wish to ask him questions.
I think we do.
Who do we have here?
Garleans? Traitors to your homeland! Have you no shame?
I am Lucia Junius, a Temple Knight of Ishgard. And you are?
Jullus Pier Norbanus. And that's all you invaders will get from me.
We are not here to invade Garlemald. Far from it. Like you, our allies in Eorzea and the Far East fight in defense of their lives and their loved ones even as we speak. But it is the people of Garlemald who have suffered most. This we know. And that is why we have come to offer you our aid, that we may unite against our common foe. Whether you believe me or not, those are the facts. Now, answer me this. Why would a proud soldier of the Empire be reduced to stealing? The situation must be dire indeed for you to go to such lengths. If it is supplies you seek, we would gladly share ours, or turn a blind eye while you leave with your spoils.
I will not negotiate. My commander will determine how to deal with you and yours. If you wish to treat with him, I will take you, but no more than 3.
I don't much like the sound of that. But if we do accept his proposal, I suggest the 2 of us and...
Please allow me and Alize to act as envoys.
May I ask why?
We have seen with our own eyes the hardships the Garleans face. How their futures and lives hang in the balance.
It's not the warmest invitation, but it's an opportunity to prove our intentions true. Maybe not a chance to make things right, but a chance to make them better.
I can see that persuading you otherwise is a lost cause, but you will proceed with the utmost care.
Couple of children and what? A sellsword? Is this an insult?
Says the guy that's stealing.
Not in the least. You will find that they are more than qualified to speak on our behalf.
There are many dangers on the road ahead. I will need that back.
Okay. Yes, we're following a guardian. You will be received as invited guests and very proper social etiquette. You conduct yourselves accordingly. Your safe return takes precedence above all else. Remember that. Ingrid in particular will be worried sick if you're gone too long. Made it for your life. Are you trying to say that you'll be worried? Are you and the children ready? I will explain the route once we are outside our camp. If anyone attempts to follow us, we will judge it as an act of hostility and we will not hesitate to take permission. I would expect that in this. You have our full cooperation. Alright, this is far enough. Listen carefully. We head over that hill and follow the road until we reach Liminal. station. Okay. Chosen in the lead. I want you where I can see you. We do have names, you know. I'm Al-Zizana. He's off and on, and last but not least, there's Kumi. Kumi, where I ever heard that name before. No matter, Alpha and Alize will watch the road ahead while we bring up the rear. I wasn't lying about there being many dangers, so you're to run, not saunter. Run towards the station. You even think about going for your weapon that deals off. Doesn't increases by the way we go around them. Once you choose the bar, just for company off and road for this. You really read over the side, you read okay. Ready to make a dash? Yeah. Is this the station? I don't know. I'm just going to what looks to be a station. You guys, why don't you guys have like mounts? You never got a mount before? It's pretty cool. It makes getting around a lot easier. We made it! That was the longest trip ever. Okay. Are we friends now? Or talk to your, what's it called, leader or whatever? This is it, the first stop that is. Good, it looks like your friend ready to follow us. To your headquarters. No, we're stopping you so I can check for your pursuers since it appears you kept your side of the park and we can carry on. What if they're using an invisibility spell? You don't know that. North of the station is Regina, no more one of the main resident areas or place it was. I've looked around the streets and back. They'll tear us to shreds if given a chance. Keep close, no wandering off on their side. From here we'll be heading northwards, keeping to the left of the railway. While the route itself is straightforward, getting past the hordes unseen is anything but keep your weapons at the ready. They would attack their own countrymen. Aye, they spare their own but slaughter the rest without hesitation. So we'll try to avoid the chance of sneaking like I'm assignment, but that'll lead the way. But we are seeing you to fight them on. Those two will follow us, provided they can refrain from drawing their weapons. I doubt they would be foolish enough to stab their guide in the back. I will not take the chance. With that said, let's proceed. Oh, this is the ruby mount that I got from doing the Moogle thing. Again, there was the frog mount, and then the Moogle mount, or the Moogle mount, and then this one, and a bunch of other stuff. But anyway, I love how they kind of just stand there. Like, what's the point of them being here if they're not even gonna help attack? Like, I don't know. I always kind of find it funny. Anyway, he's dead. You're welcome. You didn't do anything with that sword, by the way. I see where your comrade shows you. Surely our contingent has a cure. The afflicted or tempered as well, we can call them. Your people would not be taken. Nothing that we may administer treatment, but they would eventually regain their sanity. That's all. For all I know, your treatment would simply force them to forsake one master for another. As far as I and my legion are concerned, there are no longer people there beyond saving. Those who thought differently and tried to reason with them were butchered for bleeding for their heart bled out. Come, we have to move. Oh, we're going to the other Aetherite. Finally. At least I'm hoping we are. We look to be going in that direction. There you go. Looks like we're not being followed. We will keep getting onward. You really think we're being followed, huh? Catch up with these. Yeah, Porky. Porky the pig. Piggy the pork. What happened here? You kill those guys? I mean what I said. These people just only died for seeing my hand before, only out of a desire to remain not a higher priority. We should continue avoiding the sick up or keep following the railway. How much longer we gotta go? Oh my god. Aetherite! Finally! Wait, there's no Aetherite. What are these? You guys aren't... Oh, you got like tentacles growing off the back of you. That's kind of gross. It's kind of gross, not gonna lie. Alright. Oh, I guess I'm gonna kill you now. Hey, the guy said to kill you. I'm just doing what he said. Or knock them out. It's potato. Look at what they've become. Would you still stand here and claim that they could be cured? Healthy for the best quality of our life, they may suffer severe corruption. Even when treated such reaction of reality, salvation. You admit it. Now that you have cleaned the monstrosities for yourself, perhaps you would think twice before speaking of a cure. Hey man, we have it here, just like, you know, shut up. I don't know, maybe we'll learn about it in a second. Maybe it's underground. Maybe we gotta go underground. Hi. We're almost there. We've kept your side of the agreement, so I will keep mine this way. Just get there, everyone just bust out like, ha! We were actually following you the entire time. Get fucked. Oh, underground. Oh. It is underground. This is to turn him one of Garland's largest stations and now serves as our headquarters. We were sent the twins ahead. I will be sent away from me at the bottom. Okay. Oh, we're about to see underground. Ah, this is gonna be so sick. Guaranteed there's gonna be like no one here. Hello? Aetherite. No Aetherite. There's so many people! Oh, there it is. There's Aetherite. Wow! It's plain to see why they chosen this as their base of operation. They could have had done with a lot more. Even so, I imagine it's not the easiest place to live. Indeed, and it truly is. It was willing to make the furthest journey to Cap West in search of food. Their supposed must be all but exhausted. They may he should have for the wind, so so cold and much like winter spoiled. There must be constant struggle to keep their people warm. Lower your voices while you may be here as my guest. Others will not take kindly to your presence. My commander is in the locomotive over there. Okay. You think we could get Aether right now? Hey, we're just gonna borrow this so we can teleport here wherever, whenever we want. Thank you. I'm just saying. Fuck. Come on. The enemy just wants to teleport to your base every once in a while.
These are their chosen representatives.
Very well. Let us hear what they have to say.
Yes, sir.
I'ma stand over here.
I present to you our commander, Lord Quintus Vankina, Legatus of the 1st Legion.
The first? I had no idea you had survived.
Shit, I thought you were fucking dead.
We lost our emperor, our city, more than half our troops. For my wounds, I may never take the field again. But we survived, aye. In a manner much to your liking, I dare say.
We have no intention of adding to your misfortunes, nor do we bear you any ill will.
Spare me. Though you children may speak in earnest, overtures of peace ever ring hollow in my ears. So long as man stands to profit from his neighbor's suffering, war is inevitable. driven from our ancestral homeland into this blasted waste. Yet still you yearned to rob us of our paltry scraps. It was only with Magitech that you learned to keep your distance. Though we knew it was only a matter of time before you regrouped and returned. Conquest and Empire were our only defenses. Emperors Solus and Varys understood this, and through their campaigns saw us grow and prosper. Much blood has been spilled in Garlemald's name, aye. But if it is a choice between yours and mine, then it is hardly a choice at all.
I do not deny that a great many conflicts throughout history were driven by the desire or necessity to gain by another's loss. That is not why we are here. Nor have we come to petition your aid in the war with the Telophoroi, grave though that threat may be. Our purpose is simply this. We wish to help you. Let us help you. If there is aught that can be done to ease your plight, we would be glad to do it.
Perhaps you would. But regardless of the ideals you espouse, your leaders would not send an army into Garlemald if they did not stand to benefit. If we accept their aid, they will expect their efforts to be rewarded once the Telophoroi are no longer a threat. And after compensation and concessions, the great empire would be brought to heel. Her enemies rejoice at her downfall. Our third eye, a mark of shame.
We won't stand idly by and let your people be humiliated. And we're not alone in that. We only want to make a difference, to make this world of ours better. Surely you can understand that. What I'm trying to say is, there are so many people who just don't care about making you suffer. And maybe that's almost insulting after all the suffering you feel the world has subjected your people to, but believe it or not, that's the truth. And now we're here, and all we're asking is for you to tell us what you want, what you hope for.
So much blood has been shed, so much lost, all because of this endless war. Who wouldn't want to end it? Can we not work together to face our problems as one?
Nuh-uh.
Answer me this, young peacemakers. If a world without conflict is your desire, why reject the unity and prosperity of Garlemald? Is it because we do not share your faith?
No, it's because you're trying to make it your peace, and whoever's not under your heel is basically a traitor, and they should be put to death. What we're trying to make is like everyone's happy and they like do it like just peace. Yours is a lot more bullshit.
That we do not share your heritage? That our ideals and virtues differ? That we cherish and hold in the highest that which you do not?
Garlemald is sorry. I just realized like Garlemald reminds me a lot of like the Sundering or whatever with the Ascians. How, because like what's it called? Emmerich is summoned Zodiark, and the others summoned Heidelin, and whoever didn't like be basically put under this whole like, I don't know if it's really called a control, was basically meant to die. Like it's
Disparity is the root of discord, and peace built on compromise is flawed and fleeting. Happiness for one and all is a dream, and the reality is that to the victor go the spoils. That is why we Garleans will never submit nor surrender. For freedom and for pride, we will remain true to ourselves until the bitter end. That is my hope.
So your peace is just an endless war? Jesus, that's fucking sad. I'm sorry, but fucking hell. It's like, nah.
It seems there is nothing more to say on the matter.
Endless fighting, that is our peace. Well, I'm here to kill him.
You will remain here while I decide what is to be done with you. Do not be alarmed. No harm will come to you if you cooperate.
We will not resist. However, as your guests, I ask that we be allowed to speak with the other members of your group.
As you wish. I had no intention of locking you up, as by dawn you would be frozen stiff and you're no good to me dead. You are free to move about the encampment, but there is one condition. Collar them.
This is so stupid.
What are these?
Incentive. You'll be watched at all times. Stray too far or act suspiciously, and we will administer a rather painful shock. Stop. Keep away from that one. The champion of Eorzea is not so easily cowed.
Get fucked.
Even if she allowed herself to be collared, the shock would be no more than an itch. No. If she refuses to obey, we will activate the twins' restraints instead.
You needn't worry about us.
We'll forget we're even wearing them soon enough.
Even now, you still... Why go to such lengths? What is it all for?
Because even the most better adversary may one day see everything on the golden blackest of nights meager. So maybe we should... this one. Sure. Hi, Stefan. Oh, wait, that was the one the line he said?
You are a curious one. A far cry from the merciless barbarian others paint you to be. You will be their warden. Take them away.
Yes, sir.
Alright. Can I have an aetherite? No. You did say it's not working. Oh god, I gotta listen to that stupid ass radio now. As per Lord Quentin instruction, I am to supervise you during your time in Terrarium. Before you ask, no, I don't have a key or any means to remove your cause, nor would I tell you if I did. And if you try anything, you'll soon wish you hadn't. So do you truly intend to speak with the others, or was that merely a ruse? We're in no hurry. I'm just arranging if that's what you mean, or perhaps you doubt the wisdom of his decision. Do as you will, but remember I'll be watching. If I catch my enemy doing something untoward, trying to trick our people into turning their code into lying, those shot calls will be at least a reward than if it. Though we're somewhat compromised, to put it lightly, let's not wait. It's up to you. It's just putting up and learning what we can of this situation. Above all else, don't use magic for any part. Wait, can I use magic? You, on the other hand, may go whether even outside the camp. I know for what can stop you by try. But do not forget if you do anything to change it, or just open up, we'll put it back. Yeah, but like, either way. Okay. You came with really you, well, whatever your business brought you here, you'd best keep your hands off that. It's deactivated, but I'd rather you didn't mess about with it. There are others throughout the city, built by Guardians, for Guardians could teleport all over in the blink of an eye, provided there was a terminal nearby. These days, however, we use the Aetherite's power to keep this place lit, though that comes at the cost of its normal function. I love how they just cock block you like a lot now, where it's like, yeah, this Aetherite shit, oh, it's offline. They turned it off. Are these collectibles? The radio is the same model as the one used where perhaps it would save or something. Oh no, it's just things I think. I know who you are, the so-called champion of worlds. There comes a gloat, have you? I'll wipe that smirk off your face by the blood of our fallen compatriots. You're annoying. I'm sorry. Damn, torches, or whatever. Of all the times, the worst level is live. Within striking distance, I can't even muster the shame. If I weren't for the obedience, we'd be the There's treachery near consequences tonight, where we made our escape, took shelter in the mansion, tended to the wounded as we prepared to strike at death. Night fell, and we gathered around the radio. The roar, the terrible roar of the capital was in chaos, but we were spared. If you can call this a mercy mind attack, provided we're consulting you, I'd cut you down there. Sorry, I hate this mindset so much of how it's like, oh, you're the enemy, nothing you say has any impact, I'm gonna attack you, blah blah blah, like just not having any reason. It's such just an exhausting mindset to have. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Obviously not everyone you can trust, and everyone are obviously we're the enemy and no try, but it's just like, have some sort of reason. Just not go like, oh, you're the champion of Wozia. If I was, I'd strike you down instantly. It's you, Kumi-ri. I served under Lord Gaius in the 14th Legion. I was there on the night the fell. You and your adventures, you killed them. My crime and my friends, so I've come aside in dozens as though they were nothing to you. And maybe I am too, just another faceless enemy that we cut down, but it won't be long until our countrymen return, until you get what you deserve, mark my words. Fucking Christ. Okay, this guy's cool. Yeah. I think they're a lost cause, Alpha. I think they're doomed. They're probably gonna die. That's what's going on here. They all hate us, basically, and they don't want to do anything to kill us. Then your planning are consistent with mine own. Their plight is desperate indeed. The sick and injured are at the greatest risk. Without warmth and proper nutrition, I feel they were perishing. I realize there's precious little we can do for them at the present, but I cannot bear to see them suffer. Please, will you keep helping tend to them? What the fuck you want me to do? Here's a fire spell. Wait, I can't use spells. Hey. Rorzian is helping you. Who's there? In my eyes, I can't see all that well. Ah, thank you. The numbness has subsided a little. But I know I won't last much longer. You should look to the others who can still fight. Give them my ration. If me going hungry means someone else lives to see another zombie, at least I could just serve that way. See, he actually was nice. He was like, thank you. Probably because he couldn't see, but still. He wasn't a fucking dick. So, those you met fare no better. I'm afraid I know we weren't against meddling in their affairs, but we can't leave them like this. Perhaps we might gain permission to have continued delivery supplies. Francis made his feelings on the matter quite clear, but even he must recognize there are no position for help. Maybe Julius could be persuasion. Oh, we need to persuade Julius first. Julius, all your friends are gonna die. You want us to help? No, fuck off. Okay. We're all seen enough. Yeah, I guess so. Julius, the people here are barely enough food and fuel to survive. Haven't even other soldiers been able to procure any more supplies? We've been scavenging provisions from nearby houses, as most families kept rather some stored away in the event they were snowed in. Still going out and getting some daily work, and we have lots of mouths to feed. Fuel is the greater concern, though. We had some ceruleum set aside until it was stolen. We haven't identified the culprit. Could have been other refugees or one of the afflicted, for all we know. Either way, we're down to the last dregs. Without the heating they need, those in poor health only getting worse instead of better. If it's a really meaning, our contingent has secured us ready supply. We can have some sent over. We will not accept your charity. If we can hold on a little longer, the situation is sure to change. Everything will change. One of your comrades mentioned something about food service for heard something of it, have you? From what I've seen, there's little you could do to interfere. There's no harm in telling you. One of us y'all spotted a hooded man and issuing instructions to the afflicted earn the passage was loyal to the Tulefroy, or loyal servant to the Tulefroy. Then he made his way inside and pray about what hands in this place. We've identified the seal of the enemy's power. We realized Black Quintus dispatched a messenger to the 7th Legion and saying as much and instructing them to join forces in the Clavinical legions to prepare for a combined assault on the Tulefroy. Once our allies arrive, your contingent will be sent running for the hills, then we will shall return the gap to fire on it. How do you intend to survive in the meantime? At this rate, many will cut around for as long before we reach Parliament. They need help now. Say the word and we will bring you ceruleum. No, we're Galileans. We live and die as one. We don't accept help from anyone. Even if it means dying. I will speak with Lord Quintus. That is the whole thing. Gotta die as a Garlemald. So did he agree to it? Of course he didn't. No, he will not place Garlemald to death of her enemies. I have, however, been ordered to search for ceruleum, so as you are under my watch, you will come with me. Very well, after all, many hands make light work. You lot are more trouble than your work. Once we're outside, you will follow my instructions and let her depart shortly. We'll begin our search for ceruleum in Regios Urbantium. The first location is Forum Salis, a park to the northwest of the station. You would remain close at all times and act only as I ordered. Follow me. Okay, you say this is a park? Or was a park? Damn it, dead now. Jesus Christ. So this is the park. In fact, I found space for once among all these buildings. Actually, the recreational areas came first. The houses were later built around them. A healthy society requires communal spaces for children to play and adults to socialize. This park is named after the founding father of the empire, the great Saul Scalvus. Did we come to extract ceruleum from the wrecked Magitech armor? Well, we are changing the same goes for the rest of the machine in the vicinity. Where ceruleum has been stolen, we must scour the city for a real threat. And while I don't expect to find anything here, I've decided to try one more time in case something has been overlooked. I see, then with your permission, we will commence the search. I hear an aetheryte current. You got one here somewhere. Is it above? It's above, isn't it? Right here. Show me the record. I'll pick this up while I'm here, if I could see the damn thing. Though rather small by garden standard, the structure is reminiscent of a merchant stall. Perhaps it was built for children to play at shopkeeping. There is nothing inside resembling magic or any devices as such. You know what would be cool is actually seeing Garlemald in its prime. Like, instead of like being, you know, sad, depressing, and desolate, it'd be cool to actually see a bunch of people like actually here. Anyway, I'm growing this 8th rank is getting around, gotta be a lot faster once I get all of them. Oh, it's the map of the Form Solace! Several points of interest are marked on the map from Form Solace. Upon children's play areas, to your knowledge, however, none will require the use of cerulean. Curious inspection of wrecked Magitech armor confirms that the fuel canisters have long since been drained of cerulean, as surely as said. Okay. Last spot is over here. There was a Magitech, whatever, over there. Yeah. Hi, Alize. How's that going? Show this light. Can I go down this light? It's a lot more depressing than the slide, and the contraction is built by in the style of the Imperial War Machina, armed with a battery of weapons and capable of transforming into different configurations. But on closer inspection, it appears to be no more than a children's slide. Yeah, we found like jack shit. There's like nothing. Like not a single cerulean. Oh, it's you. Any luck? Nuh-uh. There's no sign of any cerulean. Hardly surprising, but disappointing nonetheless. I can't help noticing you gazing at the pond as something that matters. What? Yes, I mean no, it's just I used to bring my brother and sister here to play. The pond was heated to stop it from freezing over. All the other children, they just had to wait and splash about. Would have stayed there if I didn't drag them out. We'd been sopping wet when all that was said and done every time. At every time we'd get home, Mother would scold us saying we'd catch our death walking around like this. The pond was heated. Were cerulean powered heaters by chance? I suppose it must have been, come to think of it, I remember seeing engineers changing out the tank beneath the head. But that was a long time ago, with water still floated clear and with this brackish muck. We can't see a thing and I can't remember what a hatch might be. If the machine is most likely broken, the amount of filth in there is probably the only reason it hasn't pulled over. Everywhere just so unbearably cold though. Julius, what are your thoughts on magic? The average guardian would jump out of their skin if they saw it, but the first as a foreign what? Sign Ifra and meditated so it doesn't seem. Then I said, I take it you won't mind if I employ a little now. Not as you have a knack for finding dry wood, why don't you bring me some? Once that's done, a blast from the fire should do the trick. Leave it to me. You're planning to go in there, are you? Of course I am. That tank isn't going to fetch itself. There's nothing so large as extracting an process cerulean from my foes and they know how the tapers do it. We're talking about a shallow pond in a park where we have a way of finding ourselves. Right? But that's insane. So fancy a dip? A low friendly competition might leave things interesting. The last time we need to see fetching could step aside while I drink the pond dry. That way you'll find it in no time. She likes competition, as well do a little kind of to be like, your ass! That's when I find cerulean tank is a run egg, though. I dare say we'll both smell like run eggs with this enough. Imagine it's the first one. You don't have enough muggy water, but come over here to okay. Now it's gonna be this one. All the way over here. It's gotta be the furthest one at the end. 100%. You scratch your fingers, you might. I fucking knew it. It's always the one at the end. Fuck is happening? Yep, that looks like shit. Hell yeah! You open the hatch and retrieve a cerulean thing. Wow, this is. Oh god, it's fucking cold. However, your grand discovery comes at a great personal cost, or become aware of the freezing cold and a rank or older and pinning from every ailment. Your body, Julius, will doubtless feel compelled to pinch his nose shut when you deliver him your. Jolly, yes, I got it. Did you find anything? I hope you did. Oh yeah, it's this right here. That's it. And there's still cerulean left. And the fire's still not ready. Hold on, I'll give up another hand. Let's gather around the depressing campfire and tell our sad little song. Call me out on because by fire am I reborn, and my clothes are mostly dry now. I appreciate it, but I wish you'd taken the time to discuss the plan with me beforehand. Despite the way you've been treated, and Lord could I you're still in voice to protect him. If you were to die on my watch, he would be most displeased. Your concerns are enough, but all's well that ends well. So you mentioned coming here with your younger sibling. Did you help and guard them up? I did, not far from here. My father was a researcher as you, but his contributions to the empire awarded in a state we lived well, better than many. What was Garlemald like in those days? Everything was, yeah, you could imagine, and so much more. Even during the cold winter, we always found warmth and comfort at home. Coming in from the snow, taking off your coat and sitting down for a hot meal with family. Visiting friends and relatives, receiving that welcome, knowing they had everything they needed. Walking down the street, seeing the lights in all the houses, hearing the faint sounds of laughter and song of happiness. And all the summers came and went all too quickly. In their brief respite, that ice would melt and the forgotten grass would make its triumphant return. Gray clouds gave way to blue skies. Some mornings we climbed to the top of the tallest buildings we could find to watch the sunrise. Never again, those rooftops are rubble, those friends are dead, and those memories, but if I could reclaim even a fraction of what was had. Soon our chance will come, we just need to hold on a little longer. Yeah, you guys are screwed. Yeah. Alright, now that you've recovered from your escapade in the pond, there's another location I'd like to search just outside the park. As you can see, this device is lit with the remnants of various types of war machinery. While my comrades and I have already recovered the tanks from the last damage units, those that took a more serious beating are harder to scavenge. Decided to save those for another time, that time being now. Rather than spread them apart, it'd be quicker to remove the outer casing using compact explosions. With luck, we'll gain access to the tanks without rupturing them. Though the force generated by these devices is relatively weak, I would advise you to stand clear to avoid being hit by any shrapnel. Before even bothering though, you should check the machine is thoroughly engaged to see if there's any left. It should still provide an accurate reading even when the unit itself inactive. If the gauge is broken, I'll let you decide whether to use the equals. If not sure you need more, come to me. Understood, let's get to work. According to cerulean gauge, this unit's fuel tank is empty. Oh, that's great. Okay, explosion time! Wow, it hit me in my face! After successfully removing the warp shell, the kids and retrieving it, you find it to be completely empty. Cool, cool, that's amazing. Getting no way to turn it. Okay. Explosion! There you go. And there's one over there as well. Okay. Another empty one. Oh, right, I gotta ask him for more explosion. Alright, 1 second, I'm coming back. I have a fair amount of explosions for today, but tomorrow's another step. We can't afford to waste someone use, but we should check the gates for. Of course, the gates is up to you. The war machine surveillance tank is still half full or half empty, depending on individuals who should be pleased to discover. I got it! There's still some beryllium in this tank. Do this? More explosion weight, is that what I think it is? It's a beryllium. Yeah. Soak it all in. You've done it again. Surely luck is on your side. Oh, we should refuel quite a few of our heaters. The time we head back, wait here while I go and see how we're faring. Wow. Very quiet. What do you think they're talking about?
Finally escaped the watchful gaze of your keepers, have we?
What?
Don't react. You'll only draw attention to yourself. Just carry on as you are and listen.
Damn, that's some real crazy wind out there. It's fucking clouds and shit. Look how depressing it is. Oh my god.
After you left with the Garlean lad, Lucia bade a few of us scouts follow you at a discreet distance. We observed you being led into the station, but decided against venturing inside. When you emerged sometime later, and we saw that the twins were sporting Magitech collars, it was clear what had taken place. Now, as quietly as you can, tell me everything.
Depressed. Bombs. They hate us. A lot.
The Legatus himself, eh? Now there's a surprise. This is also the first I've heard of a plan to join forces with the 10th and storm the Tower of Babel. An interesting development, and perhaps the opportunity we've been waiting for. Our comrades back at the camp also received some rather promising news, but it's still too early to get our hopes up. For now, keeping yourselves out of harm's way comes before all else. Whatever demands the Garleans make, indulge them.
God damn it.
With luck, this will all be over soon. Until then.
Dude, that's some cool wind I heard. Almost sound like Thancred.
They had not gone far.
We searched high and low, but no luck, I'm afraid. I might have guessed you'd be the only one to find anything.
I wasn't expecting much to begin with. Eventually, there will be nothing left out here for us to safely salvage. For now, this will have to suffice. We should return to the station.
We're back.
Ah, there you are. Heard you'd gone hunting for ceruleum above ground. Brought back a king's ransom?
Hardly. But thanks to these three, we have enough to last a little while longer.
Well, well. It's not at all as I was expecting, these ones. For savages, they seem positively docile. It's a poor attempt at humor. In all honesty, I'm grateful for your efforts. But even with another night of warmth, there are those among us who may not live to see the morrow.
I trust your expedition was fruitful.
Lord Quintus!
Use what you procured to refuel the armor.
But, sir, what about the heaters for the camp?
The time for action is upon us. My men and I have matters to discuss. In the meantime, you are to wait here. Do not forget, you are being watched.
The time for action. What did he mean by that?
Sending all those people to their death, because that's the Guardian way, apparently.
I can only speculate. Clearly something requiring their magitech, given what we just heard. Whether they plan to utilize it now, or after they join with the 10th, is another question. Will they ever escape this cult? Return to and reclaim the idyllic spaces of which Euless spoke?
Finished your war, Council?
Alphino and Alize are to stay here, as our prisoners. They will be released once your comrades have relinquished their supplies and withdrawn from Garlean soil. Until our terms are met, they will be detained at a separate location.
After everything we've said and done, this is how you treat us.
Our allies have but limited supplies. They may stave off cold and starvation for a short while, but what then?
Damn.
For now, keeping yourselves out of harm's way comes before all else. Whatever demands the Garleans make, indulge them.
Okay, fine. I don't know why we don't let Alphanod in on, or Alize in on the plan.
Get them out of here.
So what do? I just head back? Alphanod will be fine for I do not resist. Oh, okay. We will accompany you back to your camp where we will meet with your leader and present Lord Quintus's demand. Before we depart, however, there's something I would ask you. Assuming your team survives this rise, they surrender will need to be transferred here. That does for also the legionaries, Marcellus and Octavia, who will pilot the Magitech armor to your headquarters. You have done important until we are leaving shortly. Tell them to ask that he will refer details in those words. Once you've seen to that, meet me by the exit. Hello. You again. Yeah, fuck you too, sorry. Ask the ill, he said. So that's to reveal the way after all this. How ironic that you should be the one to deliver the news. Those are my orders and so be it for Gloria Garland. Am I sending you off to your death? Is that what that means? I don't know. Hi. What do you want with me? The ill or whatever. Asked the so Lord Quintus reached his decision. I knew he would understand, that he would recognize the savage as a ruthless mercenary creature and defeat him. We must still be unconfronted. I am ready in the name of Emperor Varus for the glory of all and I will fulfill my duty. I did it. Have you done anything? Or yeah. The duties involve more than transportation, don't they? Duties, right? Some certainly have given additional over. With regard to follow, depends entirely on your contingent. You and I are in this together, like it or not, we have to cooperate. There is one other matter, a place I'd like to visit on the way to your camp. It's a short walk from here, follow me. This did not feel like a short walk. I didn't mean it. There. Lingers by the ruins, reluctant to leave and reluctant to stay, unable to move on. You're gonna die, aren't you? That's why you want to visit this house one last time? Like trying to say goodbye or something? I don't know. Jesus Christ. Obviously it's the ruins, but my god. The buildings are all, they're not even buildings anymore. Was this
This is my home.
Yeah.
Our home. At least it was, until that night. I was with Lord Quintus when the capital fell, and thus spared. My family, who did not own a radio, were less fortunate. When dawn came, I made my way here. My parents, my little brother and sister, they were still inside. But they weren't themselves, and they tried to. I had to. I'd promised to take them away from the capital that very morning, to somewhere safe, to hide until the fighting stopped. I promised. The Garlean flag bears a chain, the bonds between our countrymen. A red link at its center, the blood of the fallen. Our loved ones who lived and died for Garlemald. But if she too fell, who would be left to remember them and their sacrifice? What enduring proof would there be that they were ever here? If we had turned to your gods, would they have saved us?
I don't know, considering Primal is or Heidelin is a Primal.
I'm sorry, forget I spoke. We should go.
Fucking fuck, dude. Like, this is wrong. Yep, that's a wall, alright.
It's no use.
Believe me, I do not enjoy being here any more than you.
But she wanted us to play along, so that is what we will do.
Oh my god.
It's so cold.
Painfully so. Unbearably.
I've been thinking about what Quintus said. About why no one would accept Garlean rule. Irreconcilable differences. When coexistence isn't an option, only conquest remains. Varys at Gimlet said much the same. Only by uniting the world beneath a single standard would we rid ourselves of the Ascians. United as one people. One race cleansed of imperfections. A cold and unforgiving vision. And when we fail to live up to their standards, what place is there for us in their world? But the truly sad, truly frustrating thing is how damnably similar it all is to the lofty ideals of Father and the Forum. Non-intervention. Always non-intervention. Protect our knowledge and our people, and to hells with the rest of you. And yet, I can see how it happened. Varys and Father looked to their elders for guidance and took their virtues as their own. But for this world was of their making. In who else could they place their trust?
It's also similar, at least from my perspective, to Emmett's, like, what were they called? I think they were called the Sundered and stuff, and how you, like, they basically all looked up to, like, Zodiac, and I don't know.
All of us lost in a sea of chaos, searching desperately for purpose and meaning. But it shouldn't just be an extension of another's. It has to be ours. It has to be. We all have a stake in this world. No one should be silenced.
I won't deny that we lack the experience of people such as Father or Quintus. Perhaps they've come to see the world as a series of problems, and the most efficient way of solving them, to reduce everything to fundamental forms. A stone is a stone, a cloud, a flower, no more than that. Simple descriptions that strip the subject of distinguishing characteristics. A man is a man, divided according to race, creed, or allegiance, and to some, defined by such associations.
Is that what you think?
In my misbegotten youth. But what I believed wisdom was no more than aggressive ignorance. I've since learned to look beyond the banners and the politics, to see people as individuals with their own hopes and dreams. As for my dream of building a better world, well, every day I'm reminded that it is far more complex than I had ever imagined. But it only spurs me onward, to find the wisdom and the strength to see it through to the very end.
All of our supplies and an immediate withdrawal. These are your conditions?
Demands. And you forgot about the airship.
Oh my god.
Once again, you will leave one behind. It will be used to return the prisoners. Their collars will be removed prior to the exchange.
So in the end, not even Father's expertly worded rhetoric could deter you from your chosen course.
Huh?
Not that I thought for a moment that it would. I've no love for violence, of course, but ours is a cause worth fighting for. I just wish he'd realize it too.
They're actually gonna die. I feel like they're gonna die.
Sometimes the only way to protect the ones you love is to take a stand, to refuse to suffer in silence. I want you to know I share your conviction. Whether it be on the battlefield or in the debating chamber, I won't back down. I guess what I'm saying is...
You've found your own reason to fight.
Yes. Yes, I have. God's willing, there will come a day when we can finally lay down our arms, and there will be peace. But not until the Telophoroi have been defeated once and for all. And you, brother, will have a vital part to play. By your words and deeds, you'll lead the way.
I pray I am up to the task.
There'll always be naysayers. Those who think us fools for even trying. It's easy for learned elites to criticize earnest efforts and assert their moral superiority, all without offering alternatives. Not that their sophistry has ever wounded you. So stubborn and strong. Stronger than you even know. Don't ever change, you hear me? If you stumble, I'll be there to catch you. Or give you a thick ear. Maybe both, for good measure.
Thank you, Alice.
Sorry, but now it just feels like Alice is gonna die and then Alphinaud's gonna like have to carry on. That sounds like final words. I think.
The scouts have secured Alice and Alphino. Their collars were removed without complication as well. They report no casualties, not for their party nor the guards, who will wake from their premature slumber in due course.
It would appear the situation has changed. I propose new terms. We have information that will be of great interest to Lord Quintus, and I wish to speak with him in person.
They had the other plan, remember that.
No. In the event you rejected our first proposal, we came prepared with a second.
Ambush!
More are coming! Make ready!
You stole.
We, the loyal soldiers of the First Legion, proud servants of Garlemald, of the fallen Emperor Varys, shall safeguard these lands from the barbarian hordes until our countrymen return! Stop, both of you!
Oh, it's the wind magic guy.
This child may be the worst emissary I have ever seen.
We received an urgent communication from the Grand Company of Eorzea. Envoys from the Imperial Army, led by members of the 10th Legion, came to Alamigo and requested an audience. They explained that their efforts to coordinate the reclamation of the capital with the aid of the 4th, 5th, 8th, and 12th had ended in failure. Communication between most legions has broken down entirely. Most of the 10th's conscripts have deserted, leaving their forces severely depleted. That is why, unable to continue the fight on their own, they and their allies turned to the Grand Company of Eorzea for aid.
Lies! Every word!
It is the truth, and I have not finished. The 10th has requested that we deliver a message to Lord Quintus. Have the ill stand down.
You have been listening, my lord? What are your orders?
I don't give a fuck. Attack them.
Inform her that we will honor the 10th's decision. Bereft of hope, and now dignity. I release you from your duty. All of you. I take solace, your radiance, in the knowledge you are not here to witness our debasement. 'Twas a grand, glorious dream we shared. Of a world united, of peace and prosperity.
Your peace and prosperity is not peace, it is shit. Sorry. Sorry, I fucking hate this fucking shit so much. Yeah, peace and prosperity. If you don't meet our terms, you're executed. Like, I fucking hate it.
We are ghosts, you and I. Memories of days gone by. Bonds forged in blood that I will not see tarnished.
I kind of figured he'd have it like that, considering he has a shit ton of fucking bottles. I mean, it's still a shitty thing to have to do that, but...
Quickly! We have to reach the station before it's too late.
Oh no, it's too late. He did a bad.
If there is still a chance that Quintus will agree to a truce, we must take it.
Bro, it's Quintus. No, he's not.
I just hope we get there before he and his men do something rash.
You're too late for that. Data too late. He kind of Jesus Christ. Oh my fucking god. Again, he might have been a dick, but having to do that at all, it's just, oh, it's terrible. Fuck. Much more has occurred since we last met. As for determining what comes next, we must speak with Lord Quintus. However, please tell me what you know of the First Legion and the disposition of their forces. They were preparing for a war while the refugees in their care were left to go hungry and reckless. They shorted planned and risked the welfare of the people they swore to protect. Nevertheless, we cannot compel them to act except for aid. If we are to arrive in force, we intend to do so. We would only incite panic for us greatly and receive the followers of their own. Whoever truly is practice and you have accumulated to the refugees here, some may be willing or unable, but for the time being, I'll take what I can get. Confident and the scouts that execute them should already be at the station. I will have our comrades in the area lend their support should it be needed. Understood. Damn, you guys are all so sad. Like, shit, we gotta accept help from the Warsians. God damn it. I may be pushing this episode a little bit, but I kind of want to go just a tiny bit longer. Cause I don't know, I feel like not much really. I mean, we got a lot of like lore and like stuff information, and we explored a lot of Garlemald, but not that much happened. I don't know. Hi, you know it'd be cool to get this Aetheryte up and running, so I don't have to walk all the way back here. Kill me, Angelius. Slaps him across the face. We arrived just before you did it. Too late. Too late for what? What happened? It's Lord Quintus. He took his own life. After the news of he relieved us of our duties, and when he was alone, No, he wouldn't. Tancred and the others, assisted by the soldiers, have seen to the remains. In due course, shall the legatus be afforded a proper burial. He released us from our duty. He wanted us to be free to choose our own fate. Without him to guide us, or I have just this moment spoken with Lucia. We are ready to commence the transfer of refugees here to Camp Broken Glass. We're willing to accept our aid. Some would rather die, but most of us just want to live. Silence and sin, we just want to live. We'll need to speak with refugees. They'll have to decide for themselves if they wish to come with us. If any would prefer to stay, we can have supplies brought over. It will be a hard journey for others, but we'll see they research it. I'm not coming back here, so just better get that Aetheryte. Alright. Yeah. Having to take your own life is, again, a terrible tragedy. Not anything anyone should have to go through. Yeah, baby! The Aetheryte! I got it! Woo! That's the most happiest I've been this episode. In a dark, depressing, you know, everyone's dying all around us. It was only ever a dream, wasn't it? To think we could reclaim it, rebuild it all ourselves. Before this all began, I sent my wife and daughter away to the provinces. If there's a chance I might see them again, I'll take it. So take me if you please. Well, I got the Aetheryte sorted in the end. Your judgment, and now it works as well as it ever did. From what I can tell, the Laterum is also functioning as normal. That's where you lot are staying, isn't it? Now most of us are packing up and leaving this place. I reckon there'll be more use for me and my skills over at your camp. Ah, it's you, the one who treated me with such kindness. I ever noticed that you're not from around here. I thought you were one of us. Not that it makes much difference. Your blood migrates savages. After a while, the words start to lose meaning until all you're left with is anger and fear. Hey, and I'm too tired. If you and yours have come to offer aid, I'll be glad to accept it. We have much to discuss. Our rescue, the attack on the broken glass. What we'd hope to talk about with Quintus. But all this can way more urgent matters demand our attention. Any of the refugees willing to come to our camp? A bit, actually. Thank the 12. You and I should go first and secure the route back to the camp Broken Glass. With all the creatures and tempers sulking about, I expect we'll have our hands full. This should come in handy. Conqueror's chain, courtesy of the limits of him. I'd save it for the temper though. I'll make a few points that need severing on your map. Once you've taken care of the riffraff, we'll meet back at our camp. Oh! I gotta for use it. Or, oh, it's for the tempered. Back the shit out of him. Okay. You kidding? Sure, sure. You see no threats on the path ahead. Oh, that was fucking easy. All I had to do was stand there and watch. This is great. 1 sec, I gotta smack. Okay, alright, I had to smack the shit out of you a little bit more before I could use the Conqueror chain. There you go. And now I gotta speak with Thancred. Thancred, I did it! Oh, there you are. As I expected, I ran into a few beasts who went down without much of a fight. The temper proved somewhat troublesome, but those chains should keep them under control until our allies take them into custody. With that are taken care of, I'm to gather a few supplies and then return to the station. While I see the death, would you mind appraising to see our progress? As it happens, I have some rather pertinent information from our recent scouting forays. I'll say that for later, first things first and all that. I hear an aetheryte current. I'm gonna grab that first. Aetheryte current. Aetheryte current's like my heroin. Kumi, I was informed of Quintus's suicide. It must have come as a great shock to his men. Sort of the refugee. I'm told some were receptive to our proposal, but I would hear your first hand again. Had so many did not hesitate. But that's what there's a journey to go. But our best to make them feel welcome. The troops who participated in the ambush are no exception. They will be part of the same treatment as any other refugees. Perfidy notwithstanding, after all, even if I wanted to make an example of them, there's no one left to like them. We will tell our allies that the soldiers were acting under the direct orders of their legatus, and that following his suicide they offered a full and unconditional surrender. Perhaps Quintus thought that he lived, he would be tried as a war criminal, and find for him. Perhaps by taking a little life, he hoped to absolve him of any culpability, or perhaps, like too many others, he was a true believer to the end. Who can say I didn't know the man or his heart, his reasons, noble or otherwise, died with him, and it falls to us to clean up the mess. I assume you're curious about how matters progress here in your absence quite well. Now that you've procured a sterlium from the tappers, then the recently repaired heaters can provide much needed warmth. Furthermore, we prepared sufficient food for everyone. Those from the Teterum shall find a hot meal waiting upon their arrival. There's one for you, so go ahead and get some earned rest. I believe that we're capable of wielding a lateral or two without your assistance. On your way, might I ask that you seek out Yustala? She was but recently attending to the wounded, but she's meant to be taking a rest herself. See that she... Alright, I will do that next episode. For now, I'm gonna end this episode here. Again, sorry if this is a bit longer. I didn't feel like we learned a lot. And again, it's definitely becoming a lot more darker. A lot of stuff happening. We literally had the two girls that died at the start because they just didn't want our imperfect magic or whatever they called it, which, Jesus Christ, it was so just messed up that they just died in general, but how they died. But then we had this guy that who took his own life, and holy shit, this is what's it called? Endwalker has been really great so far. I'm not gonna lie, I've been liking it a lot. I don't know how I like it compared to Shadowbringers. Shadowbringers was great, but there's a lot of this stuff that's great about this as well. I don't know, I've just been enjoying it. Jesus Christ, there so many things. But next episode, looks like we're gonna be stalking there. Yustala. It's gonna be really exciting. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this episode of Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. I hope you guys enjoy. If you did, don't forget to punch the like button in the face like a pirate. Also, if you want to see more videos that assassinate me, don't forget to click the notification at the end. Yeah, see you guys in the next video.